What's up, everyone? Time for another monthly recap. March was packed with comics, novels, audiobooks, and a DNF that I was not expecting. I managed to finish 6 books this month, counting audio. First, we're gonna get into what I read, what I wanna read, what I got, and what I plan on reading in the next month. And comics are towards the end too. I got a pull list. I haven't done a pull list in a year, so we're gonna get into that too. All right, let's go. First, let's start with the audiobooks. I'll be real quick about that one. If you've been following my channel, you know I've been obsessed with the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and I was able to wrap up books 4 through 7, so I'm all caught up. Butcher's Masquerade is probably my favorite of the whole series. That was book 5, I believe. And Dinniman absolutely delivers on the chaos, the characters, the emotional payoffs. That one book had it all, and you get to see Samantha, the best character ever, way more of her. So that was really a lot of fun. Eye of the Bedlam Bride. There was a bit of a learning curve for me with like the card-based combat, but once I got over that, it was great. And then last but not least is obviously This Inevitable Ruin, which was just total war game madness. I don't know how Matt Dinniman keeps coming up with these things. It's so fun, so cool, and I'm just hooked on every single book, every single chapter. It's just amazing. I definitely highly recommend. It helped me just go on walks. Like the time just flies by. So on to my Omnis. As you know, I've been trying to read a bunch of Daredevil towards my reading goals, and I was able to wrap up volume 1 of Ed Brubaker. This is the DM cover that I really like a lot with that massive kingpin in the back. And if you know, there's a character death that really hits hard in here, and it's really handled well. And if you're watching Born Again right now, they may be borrowing something from here. I don't want to spoil anything. If it is, that'd be huge. Really cool, really dark, still capturing the dark grittiness of Hell's Kitchen. Bendis was awesome. Brubaker is more awesomeness. Gonna wrap up volume 2, and then I may take a break from Daredevil after this. But like Michael Lark and Ed Brubaker's combination is just so good, so good. I'm still thinking Bendis and Malev are top notch right now, but I have to finish volume 2, obviously, to give it a fair shake. Now for The Flash. This is my DNF of the month. This is actually volume 3, which I haven't cracked open. Volume 2, I'm in the middle of it, and I had to put it down. It was just taking me far too long to really grind through it, and it was becoming a slog, and it was just taking up too much time for me to reach my goals. I'm way behind now with Geoff Johns. I'm gonna give it a pause. It's not, I'm never gonna finish it. I will get back to it, especially reading Jeff Lemire's Absolute Flash. It kind of got me amped up to read more Flash, so we'll see how that goes, but for now, I'm gonna pause. And finally, I won't bore you with it, but I'm reading the Brothers Karamazov. It's really slow and kind of boring. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that one. All right, so this month's haul was huge. There was just so many good deals, and then so many good new Omnis that came out, so I had to jump all over it. So as you can see, I went hard with the Marvel Omnis. I only got 2 DCs, Batman's No Man's Land Volume 1 and 2. Really excited to get into that. I heard that's really good, so I'm gonna add that to the Batman shelf. And we've got Hickman's Avengers, and we got Hickman's New Secret Wars Omni with the, I believe this is the DM cover. Really like this cover. More towards Daredevil, I got Ann Nocenti's Daredevil Omnibus, which I think is my favorite cover that I have in all my Omnis. I just love the way the red pops off that like purple. Love that. Can't wait to get into this, what is it, Bronze Age goodness. Excited for this one. So after reading Cosmic Ghost Rider last month, it got me super hyped for Guardians of the Galaxy, so I had to pick up Bendis's run on Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is also the DM cover, I'm not sure, but it's got Rocket on the front. So next I picked up Rick Remender's Captain America off eBay because this is just out of print. And I was reading this story back in like 2012 whenever it first came out, but then I lost track. You know how things go, and I want to know how it finished because I was really into it. So really interested in that one. Then for a different sort of flavor, I've read so much about Ta-Nehisi Coates as a person, as an author, not so much in the graphic novel or comic space, but I wanted to pick up his Captain America and Black Panther runs. I thought he would have a really interesting run on Black Panther, but I've heard mixed reviews, to put it nicely, on the Black Panther run, and we'll see how it goes with Captain America. But I've got this one, I've also got to read Brubaker's entire Omni collection over there, so it may not be a while until I get to these guys. Then last but certainly not least is Mark Waid's run on Fantastic Four. I've been trying to get into Fantastic Four. I've got a bunch of volumes on there from Hickman and the original Stan Lee, I think John Byrne too. Yeah, I have one John Byrne. I've heard he's had an amazing run, and you know, Waid is legendary. And speaking of Waid, I also picked up, and I forgot to put it up here, this absolute Kingdome Come. I am Alex Ross on the art. Are you kidding me? How can not everyone should have this in their collection? This thing looks gorgeous. This is like leather bound. Look at it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's all you can say about it. So that reminds me, because I need a break from Daredevil. I've been watching it on TV and I've been reading the Omnis. So I need a little break, and I kind of want to throw it all the way back from street level. We're going to do a different sort of flavor. So I think something more galactic, huge, big consequences, big stakes. So I was thinking either Absolute Kingdome Come, Fantastic Four by Mark Waid, or Hickman's Avengers, or Brian Michael Bendis' Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know which kind of flavor I want to go to, because this is probably a little more serious. Guardians maybe a little bit more fun. Yeah, I don't know. Help me out. What would be a good change of pace for me from reading Daredevil? So some exciting news. I finally committed to doing a pull list. You know, I have commitment issues, so I didn't want to decide to I'm definitely pulling this comic, but I'm doing it. I've been having a lot of fun on the Absolute universe. So the policy with my comic book store is that when you're starting out, you can only pull 3 books for the first 3 months, and then you can do whatever you want. So I decided to do my protected list is Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And then on my own, I'll be picking up, Absolute Flash. And I got my signed Villalobos foil Wonder Woman. Woo! I'm picking up all the Absolute Superman. I haven't read these two. I've read Flash because it's just the one issue, but I ordered from Midtown Comics all the back issues for Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman because I want to catch up. I only have 1 and 4, and then 1 and 7 from Superman, because those kind of sell out in my comic book shop. I don't know about yours. Then I'm going to continue reading Uncanny X-Men from Gail Simone, so pick that one up. And I'm going to start reading X-Men, and then I'm just reading Exceptional X-Men as part of the X-Manhunt saga that's happening. And then other issues that I'm collecting are Blade. I've been having fun with this. I started collecting it, but I didn't read it until this past weekend, and I really like it. I don't know, I haven't heard anyone talk about this. How are you guys liking it? Really like the Red Band edition. Bug Wars and Daredevil Cold Day in Hell may be my favorite comic book I've read this year. I'm so excited for what's gonna happen in this so this is part of the Old Man series. We've had Old Man Logan, Old Man Hawkeye, this is Old Man Daredevil. This was such an excellent first issue to kind of bring you up to speed as to what's happening. And there's already a big revelation and something switching, and I highly recommend. I don't want to do any spoilers. Just pick it up. You're gonna love it. I think it's like three or four issues on this guy, so pick it up. Next, I picked up Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. I liked it. I liked the first issue. We'll see where that ends up. And on a whim, I just picked up I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. I dig it. I like that kind of stuff. And I thought it was really cool. I really liked it. I think I will continue picking it up. The art was fantastic. This is from Wagner and Hilliard. And West Coast Avengers has been decent. I've liked it so far. I'm caught up. Then, of course, Aliens vs. Avengers. This has been something I've just been hooked on. I love Aliens. I love Avengers. And you got a whole different slew. If you like old man stuff, this is the one for you. If you like Aliens stuff, this is the one for you. If you're not, and it's Hickman, so how can you not already be picking this up? Love it. I will not drop this one ever. Batman Hush 2, as you all know, and I read Hush last year as part of my top Omnis. Love the art from Jim Lee. This one's been kind of controversial. A lot of people hating on it. I don't know. I'm gonna continue giving it a shot. Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, I'm gonna continue. So we'll see where this goes. So how am I supposed to read all these comics and these Omnis? Well, I can't. So I have to make some decisions, and I will be dropping a few of these comics. First up, Arcbound from Scott Snyder and Frank Thierry. This is the one that Tom Hardy is also writing. Hasn't hooked me. Right now, I can't keep up with all of it. Next, All New Venom. Now that I know who the All New Venom is, not that I'm upset with the decision. It's just, I'm kind of over it. It didn't grab me. This one might be a bit controversial, but again, it's a time thing. It's not a content thing. This is Wolverine's Revenge from Hickman and Capullo. What an amazing all-star cast that is. But I haven't even been able to crack it open. That's just how much time I've spent dedicated to other things. So if I end up having time to read the first 4 or 5, I have 4 issues. and it really grabs hold of me. Maybe I'll collect it again, but as of now, I don't see that happening because I just don't have the time to do it. Next, TVA. I don't know, I'm kind of finding the dialogue a bit annoying from Gwen Stacy, and you know, it's kind of a Gwen Stacy comic, to be honest. So I don't know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad, but again, I need to prioritize my time, and so I'm gonna be dropping TVA. Next, Rogue, The Savage Land. I never even opened it. I'm not gonna, no. And next, sadly, the one I did talk about, Daredevil, Unleash Hell, I will be dropping once the saga with Muse concludes. And now that Ghost Rider made an appearance, it bought me some more time with the comic, but I wanna see kind of where things wrap up. It's been good, I liked it, but I need to prioritize my time. So with the titles that I've been picking up, and most of them, if not all of them, are monthly, a lot of people like to know how much you're kind of putting towards comics. I think 11 titles at about $5 is $55 a month, which isn't so bad really. I've seen people drop stacks every Wednesday. And God bless those people. Those people are probably already caught up with everything that's happening in the Omnis that are in my collection, but I gotta catch up and I gotta read current, so I gotta, you know, choose wisely here. So let's do a quick reading goals check-in. Let's start with Daredevil stuff. So I wanted to read way more Daredevil. I wanted to read Bendis, Brubaker, Miller, Waid, Zdarsky, Nocenti, Daredevil Yellow. It's a lot, and I wanted to read it this year. And I'm through Bendis 1 and 2 and Brubaker Volume 1 and in the middle of Volume 2. And then I'll take a little break, probably for a month. Then I'll dive back in, and I'm thinking Frank Miller. I think it's time to go to the OG. I don't know, what do you guys think? That would put me at about 30% complete since we're in April now. So I think I'm on track for this goal. So for Geoff Johns, I have a lot of catching up to do. As you know, I finished Flash Volume 1. I DNF'd Volume 2. I'm gonna take a break, probably another month or so. I'll pick it back up. Then I'll have to finish Volume 3. Then I have to go to the Green Lantern omnibuses. So Volumes 1 through 3 there, and then Blackest Night. So I'm really trying to get to Blackest Night, and I want to do all the legwork, and I heard Green Lantern is just, that's the best run of Green Lantern ever. So I'm really trying to get there, but I want to make it through Flash. I want to know more about the character, and I want to get more used to Geoff Johns' writing. In terms of totality, I think I'm at like maybe 12% of the way there. ChatGPT calculations there, so, but I'm definitely behind schedule. And I have to blame the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, because I had no intention of picking up 7 audiobooks in my reading goals, and I do count that as a reading. I don't know, who cares? And that just got me hooked, and I didn't want to read anything but that. So I think it's partly to blame for Geoff Johns. Sorry, Geoff. All right, thanks so much for following and liking and subscribing and all of that stuff. I really enjoy the community. Drop me some comments. I love engaging with you guys. All right, thanks so much, guys. Later. The new Secret Wars Omni that came out.